Oh my goodness. That's a 70cm brown trout. Whoa. Get the net, get the net, get the net. Whoa, no. Oh, it's in. Yes! Yes! Oh my God.
Right, well, let's start all the way from the beginning of this year, all the way I think in like January. So I basically started this year's lure fishing with quite a few sessions on a small canal for pike. They ended up being pretty successful. I had, I think, 2 in 1 session. Then after that I decided to bring my camera gear and returned a couple weeks later for another try. So I'm just going to roll the footage of how I got on that session. It was a pretty good one.
Is that a fish? Oh shoot, I'm onto a pike. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Pike on. Oh, the drag. Pike. Okay. Third pike of the year. I'm definitely coming back here. I had a follow and then had this pike. What I find amazing about this pike is there's actually some purple. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. There's like a purple, bluey tinge. Where you can really see those scars here in detail. Long here, and then on the other side as well, you have scars running down here. Oh, come on, beautiful, there we go.
Up until then, I'd basically only caught 1 pike before, so to fish, I think it was like 2 or 3 sessions there, and catch 3 fish was great. But after that, the river season ended, and the trout season had begun, so I decided to really quickly get on the rivers and see if I could catch some big trout, and that is exactly what I did. I found this small river which had basically no access, although I found one area with a sort of whirlpool type area where the water kind of came down and made this really deep, like 2-meter pool, and I found out that it was full of fish. Again, this time I went without the camera gear, just with the phone. I went with my friend Jake. Basically what happened is that him and his dad absolutely bagged up. They each had a mid-30 trout, which is honestly insane. I mean, up until then I'd never seen a big trout, so I was kind of in shock. So yeah, a few weeks later I decided to return, and this time I managed one very small trout, like a little trout about that size, and I also managed a 30+cm, absolutely incredible trout. The colours were insane. I've never seen such a beautiful fish. Again, for this session I didn't bring any camera gear, so I literally was just rolling on my phone. And yeah, I didn't really get much footage. So since I was doing well on that weir, I went for another 2 sessions, and on the first session I again didn't bring my camera gear, and I hooked a decent perch and a decent trout. I mean, probably close to 1 pound perch and I'd say 2 pound trout. It was a big one, but unfortunately they both slipped the hook. But what I did catch was a chub. Now unfortunately it was out of season, but it was a bycatcher, because I was just trying to catch trout, but I ended up catching, a nice little chub, so it was good. So after that I finally got my hands on, a proper action camera and, some proper gear, so I immediately went straight down there to try and, film a video. And it went quite well. Almost immediately I had a few bites, and then a few casts later I hooked into my first trout of the day there.
Oh yeah, fish on. What is it? Oh, what is that? Is that a trout? It's a trout. First fish of the day. Oh no. Yep, first fish of the day.
Which was nice, I think mid-20cm trout. It wasn't huge, but it was a nice fish.
The colorations on this fish are beautiful. Right, he's ready to go.
But other than that, the whole session ended up being quiet. I didn't catch anything else up until the end, when I was literally about to pack up and leave. I had like 1 or 2 more casts, and yeah, hooked into a small trout, and it was another really pretty fish. I mean, these were all absolutely just incredible, really beautiful fish. But yeah, that was it for that session. What I noticed over these few sessions is that the bites would usually come thick and fast at the start. I'd go for like 5 minutes and almost immediately catch, and then I'd have to basically rest the swim for like, a couple hours before, actually being able to catch again. It was very interesting. I did do a couple more sessions at the whirlpool afterwards, but everything was completely silent. It was very strange, as only a few weeks earlier I was hauling, really nice trout. So that was basically the end of that chapter. I kind of moved on to carp fishing after that. I spent a lot of time trying to break my personal best, which I did. I did do a lot more small stream fishing after this, although I did record everything and fully documented it. So if you do want to see those videos, there'll be a link in the description down below where you can see them, because they're pretty good videos. Now, during late spring, I was out in the Cotswolds and happened to find a small stream which was full of beautiful trout. So, having my rod with me, I had to try fishing it. and it went very well. I had 2 fish, which were both like upper 20s, both really nice trouts, really beautiful colours, like just perfect fish, and yeah, just some of the best trout I've ever caught. Unfortunately, pretty much all the GoPro footage I have of that session got wiped. I've got no idea what happened, but it all got wiped, and I basically lost all the footage. So that was pretty gutting, but I've still got some of the footage on my phone, and yeah, they're really pretty fish. I'm just chuffed with them. Now, unbeknownst to me, this whole time, someone who I didn't even know at this time, but who I'd come to know in the coming months, was absolutely smashing it up on the rivers. I've already featured him in one of my videos, so his name is Ewan, and he is insane. He's caught just some absolutely insane fish, which I'm going to feature in this video. He is by far the best angler I know. He's absolutely incredible. So during this time, he was fishing a private stream, which was full of trout, pike, chub, some absolutely enormous chub, I think up to like 7 pounds. And during one of his sessions fishing there, he hooked into a big trout, a 4.5, 5 pound plus fish. It was just crazy. I'm just going to roll the footage.
Fish on, man! Fish on! Massive! Oh. Monty! With the size of that brown trout, man! Monty! I've got it!
But unfortunately, in his excitement, he let the line slack for like a few seconds and the fish came off, which is honestly gutting. There's not that many trout in there that are big. There's a load of small ones, but then just a couple of them that are like massive, you know, giants. So he lost it. He was absolutely gutted, and like, yeah, that was probably one of his worst losses of that year. Now, because of that, he wanted to go back to redeem himself, but this time, he hooked into something a lot bigger.
Just going to take my BFS thing out for a spin today. And obviously go for the trout. What the hell is that? I've seen a monstrously big silver shape. Oh my goodness. That's a 70 centimetre brown trout. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even know they existed. Oh my. I don't know that. That's the biggest. I thought it was a salmon. I thought it was a salmon. Please don't come off. No, I genuinely thought this was a salmon.
Now, during the fight, he wasn't really sure what it was. It was a, you know, long silvery shape with spots. So he thought it must be, you know, a huge trout, a 70+ centimetre trout, which he thought was like impossible. But when he brought it in, he basically had a heart attack as he realised it was a salmon.
Oh my days. Hooks just popped right out. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that fish. That is absolutely incredible. Yeah. 75 centimetre salmon.
Honestly insane. I mean, a small stream salmon where they're not even recorded to be in. Now, before I continue with the video, I just want to ask if you can subscribe, as I'm trying to hit 2k subscribers by the end of the year. So it would really help the channel out. And whilst you're doing that, go ahead and subscribe to Ewan's channel, as he helped me out so much with this video. I mean, half the captures are from him, as he's an absolute legend. There will be a link to his channel in the description down below. Now, that was an absolutely incredible capture, although there's a much better capture coming at the end of the video. Something that was just mind-blowing. I could not believe my eyes when I saw it, but you'll have to wait for that one. And then came the halfway mark of the year, June. So basically, I wanted to do some chub fishing and catch a big chub for the camera. So I went to a small river where I'd fished before, and from experience it was very good, as last year I caught 2 big fish, including one which was 52 centimetres. So I went fishing there, and it was in the heat of the day where I met Ewan for the first time. He was lure fishing whilst I was fishing with bread on the surface, but yeah, we both weren't really catching. I mean, I missed a bite from a very good chub, and he hadn't had a single bite. I mean, they were very picky with lures, they really didn't like them. So we decided to start fishing right next to the road where the river went under a tunnel. And what was really interesting is that whilst Ewan was retrieving the lure, a trout followed it all the way out the bridge, which was, I didn't even realise trout lived in there, so I was a bit shocked. And even more so when Ewan described the colours, it was like purplish, greenish. It was a brown trout, but like really vibrant colours.
Oh my god, wait, I got a big perch. Okay, never mind.
Nah, I thought you had it there.
Yeah, me too, holy crap. Was I filming? I was filming.
So we decided to walk to the next spot, which was a little kind of weir pool. And on the way there, we did see another trout, as well as a massive chub, like a 5+ pound fish, a monster. But unfortunately, they both spooked. But when we arrived at the weir pool, we both sighted a whole perch. It was literally full of them, and there must have been like over 100 fish in there. So they kept coming up and biting, and taking our lures, and yeah, it was crazy.
Dude, they're taking the bait hard. They're taking the bait hard. That's not a bad fish, actually.
That's very lucid.
Beautiful perch. Oh. Okay, right, hook's out. Goodbye. Oh.
Now, as soon as the action started at the weir, it completely just died off. So we decided to continue moving upstream and, you know, hope that we could catch something a bit bigger. We got to this bit, which was kind of like, it was next to this kind of like posh mill house type thing, I'm not really sure, but we could kind of jump down right next to the river and fish there. So Ewan dropped his lure literally right below his feet into these rapids and immediately had a bite. So I cast down pretty much like straight after him and immediately hooked into a beautiful trout. Unfortunately, my GoPro was dead, so none of the fight was recorded, but it put up a lovely scrap and it was a beautiful like upper 20 trout. I was really, really happy.
That is incredible. I'm so happy with that. Just chugged the bait into these rapids. I had him straight away. Proper smashed the bait. Like he nailed the jig.
It was at this point now we were at a spot that I'd been told of before. Jake had actually fished it, I think, 2 years previously and bagged 3 trout in like half an hour. They were all above 1 pound, so I knew this was likely a good spot. So we cast down and Ewan immediately hooked into a trout and lost it. So I felt bad for him and let him cast out into what looked like the best spot, which was this kind of fast-flowing area of water, which was really deep. He hooked into a monster, an absolutely enormous brown trout.
I'm recording now, I'm recording. Bro. I told you this is the spot. Oh my god! PB ground. PB, it's a PB, it's here. Bro, where's it? Dude, it's there. Holy shit!
Wait. Don't stab it. Ready on the left? In 3, 2, 1.
Wait, where's it? I need to get in.
Go. Oh, so close.
Dude.
It's incredible.
It's huge, it's like 50 centimeters. It's a PB. Do you see it?
Oh, yeah.
That's like the size of a pike. Bro.
Just please don't snap. Go.
Oh no! It's in! Yes! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my! Look at the size of it!
Look at the size of that. That's incredible.
Absolutely huge. Look at that. Look at the size of the tail. Like, look at that. That is insane.
It's incredible.
Oh my god, the teeth as well. Alright,
Now he's ready. I say.
there we go. Get in there! Get in there!
So I immediately cast back out and hooked into another decent fish. This one I'd say around 2 pound, but it spat the hook like seconds after hooking it, but it was a big fish. Now I couldn't really comprehend just how big Ewan's fish was, as it was huge. It was 3 pound plus. All the other trout that I caught throughout the rest of the day seemed tiny to me. I mean, they were all like 20, 25 centimeters, but just compared, they had nothing. They just had nothing on that trout. Now, after that golden session, I had to return.
Decent trout.
So only a week later, I did exactly that, and ended up catching 2 beautiful big trout. Although I don't want to spoil how big they were, so if you want to see those 2 fish, there will be a link in the description down below. And yeah, after that, I went to France, did the French canals, and during that time, Ewan was continuing to fish the rivers. He had a bunch of nice trout out there, but nothing nearly as big as that. Only a month later we returned, and during that time we decided to start a campaign on our local canal. And yeah, it was a great experience, to be honest. I'm not going to spoil what happened. You're going to have to check out the video. There'll be a link to that down below as well. But during that time we got stuck into some lure fishing, and I did manage a few nice zander on the first session.
No, it's a zander. Holy crap. It's a zander. Holy crap. Dude. Oh my gosh, would you look at that? My first ever zander. Look at those fangs. He's absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. I don't know.
You do not need to hand that. Put it there.
Now, after that flurry of action on the first session, the lure fishing went pretty much completely quiet. I mean, Ewan had a few small perch, but that was literally it. A few weeks later, I did go for a short lure fishing session with Ewan, and did manage to hook into a decent perch.
They feel so big on this ultralight, actually. That's not even a bad perch, is it? That's like quite solid. That's my biggest perch of the year, easily. The one time I don't bring a camera. Alright, that's solid. That's so solid.
It's like a 30.
Well, there we go. Literally just started the session out, and on my like second or third cast, I've got a 30 plus centimeter perch. Quality. Nice. They're not that dinky. You're just like hauling. What the?
We decided to do a session on a section of river that we'd never fished before, but we knew it did have some decent fish, so we decided to give it a go.
Fish on! Oh my god! No way! No way! It's not actually that bad either. There we go. First decent perch of the day. No way! So we've got another one. It's another really nice one. Damn, these are honestly all quite nice perch, to be honest. I'm just gonna put them straight back. Oh, holy f***. That's a big old pike. Big old pike. Oh my god. You can catch a big perch from here though. The drop off here. Yeah, it's probably like 2 meters deep down in the middle there. I don't know if there's any snags actually down. Oh, okay, that was a bit, and I honestly thought it was a lot bigger than it actually was. Okay, well I caught. Yeah? Oh, yeah, fish on. Oh my god, are you serious? There you go. Bye-bye. Oh, again. I got another one. Yeah, I saw that. Nice strike. Oh, it's okay, he's fine. Oh, I got a bite. Oh, look at that, dude. Right at my feet.
So that session didn't exactly end with the big trout that I hoped for, but after that session we basically both parted ways for a couple of months. I solely went on the carp fishing to try and break my UK PB again, and Ewan started fishing really hard for predators, and he ended up bagging up.
You just sniped my
big perch, bro.
I saw him in the margin. Yeah. Come up for it. I kept...
Is that your PB?
It might be.
So that was honestly insane. It was, I think, one of his biggest ever perch. He has caught quite a few around the 2 pound mark, but still, it was a great fish. And then I think only a week later, he smashed it up on the junction with a 40 plus centimeter zander.
Feels solid. I think it's good. Big Z. Big Z. That's my PB, bro. That's my PB.
Such a nice fish.
So yeah, honestly, it was pretty insane. I was a bit annoyed that I was missing out, but I was happy. I was doing well on the carp front. I decided to do a few more sessions on the canal with Ewan to see if I could pull out a big perch, because they were being caught and they were very active at that time. A good thing to mention is that during this time I was going through a big change in my lure fishing. I mean, towards the start of the year I had some really shitty, cheap rods and reels. I mean, my reel wasn't particularly good at this point, but I stepped up to a Fish of Carl ultralight rod, which was really doing the job. I mean, I was catching plenty on it, and it was way easier to detect bites with the rod tip, as it was super sensitive. It was just really good. I really liked it. It was honestly just a really well built rod, and I really liked it. If you do want to get one of those rods, there will be a link down below, because I personally think they are very good rods. Now, the first session ended up starting really well, as I immediately hooked into the first pike that I'd ever got on that canal.
Okay.
in there. This is my first pike ever from the canal as well. Dude, that was instant as well. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It's my first ever pike from this canal. This was on my third cast. Oh, he's so chill now.
But after that, we had like 2 other perch, and that was basically it. It all just completely dried up. So the next session we did was honestly pretty crazy. So as usual, we were just casting out, small soft plastics of perch until on the other side of the canal, we saw these massive perch just smashing the walls.
Look there, they're splashing on the wall. Look at them.
What? They're huge.
Yeah, I know. Oh, mine's tiny, but that doesn't really matter. I've got perch. That was a big one. I knew they'd be on that far wall. There we go, small perch, but there's way bigger ones out there. There was like a 1+ pound there. Oh my god! Ewan, get the...
They were clearly hunting a school of small fish, but they were absolutely going crazy, just smashing up the wall. And yeah, we could see the splashes from the other side of the canal. So we went over and I cast out, and I had a follow from a monster, like a 2.5 pound plus fish, an absolute giant. I'd never seen a perch that big before. It was
3 pounds, the biggest perch I've ever seen. Just down there. You don't get why I just saw all of my bays.
Unfortunately though, it's completely spooked off, so we moved back round to the other side of the canal, and I did get amongst a few other small fish, but on one of my retrieves, I hooked into a decent fish, potentially around a pound. It was probably a perch.
Oh, big one. You went big. No. It was like, oh, no, it wasn't that big. 1 pound though.
We decided to go back round to the other side of the canal, and Ewan was fishing for pike, so he was using a pike fly, quite a big one, like about that big. And what was crazy is that out of nowhere, 3 2.5+ pound perch just emerged and started going for the pike fly. They weren't super aggressive, but one of them tried to eat it. It was kind of gently just kind of grabbing it, trying to see what it was, and then Ewan tried to strike, and unfortunately it just came out.
Oh my god, I got a big one. Oh my god. It's so big.
After this session, I basically got back out of lure fishing. During this time, as you guys probably expected, Ewan was smashing up on the lures once again. He'd in fact got permission to fish on this private river, which was full to the brim of big pike. There were some beasts in there, and Ewan certainly found out, as in one session he had a 6 pound pike, an almost 10 pound pike, and also lost an upper double to 20 pound pike in that river, which was insane. An absolutely crazy session. I'm just going to roll the footage because this was some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen.
Oh, pike. Good pike. No! Are you kidding? Oh, hit it again. Big pike. Get the net. Big pike. I don't know. That's big. That's big, bro. That was sick. It came back for it. Ready? Get the net in the water and I'll lift it like into the net. That's a solid fish, bro. Scoop. Bro, that's big. That's really big.
After that, he did do a couple other sessions, but the fishing sort of dried up. So a few weeks later, he invited me to come along with him to see if we could bag out another big pike. And if I'm being honest, I had literally no idea what was about to come, as we were about to catch something just out of this world. So we got down and started fishing, and almost immediately, as again, you guys probably expected, Ewan hooks up into a pike. Now, unfortunately, we did lose this one, but that just drove us to keep going. And about half an hour later, Ewan made a perfect cast upriver and immediately hooked into something big. Now, keep in mind, Ewan was using big pike lures, like a 15cm hard glide bait, something that basically only pike should be able to take.
Yeah. No, it's a chub. It's a chub. It's a massive brown trout. It's a monster brown trout. Oh my days. Alex. What the hell? What the hell? Alex. Ewan, it's a fucking... Ewan. Get it in the net. Alex. Ewan, I know. No. Xerox! Get it! No, come on. Pull. I'll try. Yes! Oh my! What? Ewan, on the Twitch, mate! On the calc! Oh my goodness! Is it £5? Yes! Yes! Put it there. Oh, Alex, that's huge.
Oh my god, it's 60. It's a 60.
This is gonna be the coolest shot.
This guy, he's bagged a 4 pounder in summer, now he's got a 6. It's a salmon. It's like salmon sized.
This is the best fish of my life. This is probably the best fish of my life. My goodness.
Hold it up. Ewan.
The size of that fish. Ready? I'm the luckiest river fisherman.
It's 60.
No, it's not quite, I don't think. Wait. 60 on
60 on the dot. 60 on the dot.
61, bro. 61. Yes, right. Let's get straight back.
60 centimeter brown trout. Wait. Oh my god.
I have to drop the net.
It's like a salmon. It's literally the size of a salmon. Oh, he's ready. He's gone.